How you going, peeps? I am FG with the 144 energy. Now, if I've shown up randomly in front of you, it's more than likely a message here for you today. Okay, now my bestie, creator source, the most divine energy in this universe, God, spirit, if you resonate with those terms, God is the sun, we're all sun, a percentage of the sun with sun energy, most high. Anyway, bestie's guided me today to use the Housewives Tarot deck. So if you'd like to, please tap your energy into the cards now. You can be rest assured as a chosen one, I do not dibby-dabble in dark divination games, like all chosen ones don't do that kind of shit. We ain't got time for that. And we definitely don't manipulate anyone's energy, especially against their own free will. That's something else we don't fucking do. Okay? Hope you're having an awesome source kind of day. And if not, please trust in the knowledge that you've got the inner strength to get through whatever it is you're going through, okay? Just got to go within. Trust your higher self, which is your inner intuition, which is your God source energy. We're all God source energy, right? And take that guidance and make those steps, okay? Now, just remember, peeps, this is a collective read for the beautiful peeps of my YouTube and my Facebook. So everything may resonate, some things may not. So if it doesn't apply, you've got to just let it fly. And if you choose fitting, you've just got to kind of be accountable and wear it, for all the things you tolerated, the boundaries you didn't have up, the choices you made, the choices you didn't make, and stuff like that. Okay. And yeah, just thank you for liking my YouTube channel, FEG Energy 144. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe because it's free and it helps me with the algorithm and to keep putting in the time and energy into creating content to help enlighten the collective of peeps on their spiritual ascensions journey. Okay. And also my Facebook profile, Effie Gabriella with a name. So head over there and follow that one as well. I'd really, really appreciate it. Please and thank you. Alright. Got a hair on my lip. Give the cards one more shuffle. And then you know what time it is, peeps. It is time to get your tea, get your snacks, get yourselves a bit comfy, because my bestie, Spirit Creator Source, God, the Sun, Ra, if we're going old school, has got a message here for you. Oh, I didn't forget to knock on your door. Bessie's like, you're almost forgetting. I'm like, no. Alright, let's rock and roll, peeps. We'll grab that. First card off the ranks for today is the Empress. This is your energy, peeps. So you've got a recipe for success. So you're creating something and it's going to be a massive success, okay? Tell me more, please, bestie. So you've got the right ingredients and you're creating something and it's going to pay off. What is the energy I'm reading from that? Let's make myself a little bit of room. Two more, please, bestie. Knight of Wands. So someone's trying to come in and like a bit of a shining armour. He's got like a kitchen saucepan, cooking pot on his head, riding a little push bike. Someone's trying to come in and stop you from manifesting. If you look at this, look how I'm looking at the card. So here's your energy, you're holding your recipe for success, whatever it is you're creating, and this little wannabe punk is trying to come in and use a sucky plunger, like a plumbing plunger, to stop you from, to block you from manifesting. Oh dear. Looks like we've got some, yeah, and if you look at the look on his face, he's got his eye on you. Could be a masculine or a feminine. Now you could be a masculine or a feminine as well, so just because it's an Empress card, you can be a male and still be in your creative energy like this, okay? It doesn't matter. There's no gender in it, alright? It's just the energy of the cards. But this person, if you look at the face, the mutra on that, is hell-bent on stopping you, on blocking you from manifesting your recipes for success. Because it's recipes, it's more than one. So you're working on a few ideas, peeps, and good for you. Always be creative. You're going to be creating something pretty important, is what I'm hearing. Oops. Okay, we'll take them. Thanks, bestie. So this Knight of Wands is being sent in by an Emperor in the reverse. Oh, there's four, okay. This person isn't made up of very, very good things at all. It's all tin shit, artificial shit. Yeah, this Emperor in the reverse is not self-made. This Emperor in the reverse has been taking other people's ideas and energy and stuff like that. Okay, it's the Emperor encompasses all the four kings of the tarot, and all the qualities of the king. So the sword of truth, of knowledge and wisdom, discernment and stuff like that, knows how to protect family and friends and loved ones, and that's the king of cups, the emotional empath. King of wands is someone who can manifest at will, takes action and gets shit done, and King of Pentacles is someone who is very, very smart with money. Okay, but this is an Emperor in the reverse, so this Emperor doesn't know how to do any of that on their own. They've been manifesting on other people's energy. Okay, so this Emperor is somehow saying that you've got the start of something big. It's the start of your Pentacles coming in, and that's why this Knight of Wands, or this Emperor in the reverse, is in the Knight of Wands energy, trying to stop you from manifesting. Yeah. Okay, so your hands are squeaky clean. See how she's got the dish glove? Well, there's a dish glove on someone's hand. I'm assuming it's a female, because most females are the ones that do the housework in a house, even though it's meant to be masculine and feminine that take equal part in all things running a house. But anyway, but you're being divinely guided, and you're going to be, this is the start of something new. So the ace is newness, like the beginning, like ace is number one, and the pentacle is an abundance of some sort. So you're at the start of something. This Emperor can see this and has been trying to block you with the plumber's plunge to stop you from manifesting. Okay, tell me more please, bestie. Three of Wands. So this Emperor is definitely watching you. Three of Wands is someone who's watching you. So they can see that you're creating something, or you're cleaning in this instance. You've got both your gloves on, you've got your tools ready to go, you've got your mop over your shoulder, you've got your broom in the background, and you're looking really good as well. So you're a mighty fine housewife, flipping gender role. You can be masculine or feminine. It's just the card, depiction of the card. So they can see that you're going to be creating something good. So they've been watching you. Okay, I'm just going to make a little bit of room here. I've only got a small desk area today. Okay, Knight of Swords. So someone's actually come in to love bomb you. It's a Knight of Swords in the upright, but it's not. I'm not exactly getting good energy from this. So someone who thinks that they're pretty suave, they're pretty cool looking, they're all that glossed up in the physical sense, and they're looking all right, and they might have a nice vehicle or a nice motorbike or something like that. And in the background, you can see the two young girls. They're rather enamoured. They're absolutely in love. See all the little love parts there? So they're absolutely in love. So this Emperor has sent someone in to block you from manifesting. So, and this Knight of Swords that's been sent in knows that you're going to be in your Empress energy, and has been sent in to block you by this Emperor in the reverse. Okay. Okay. And then the next card to come out is Magician. So yeah, it was the greatest thing since the washing machine was invented. So you would have been well and truly enamoured. It's a bit of spellcasting magic that's being done. So the look on the magician's face, he's like, yeah, it's the greatest thing ever, blah, blah, blah. And he's just giving you the spiel of a salesman pretty much just to sell a washing machine. So this Knight of Swords knows how to manipulate energy and had you under a bit of a spell. And it could be someone from your community as well, because I've just been guided to look at the bottom of the card, and it's like a suburb. Okay, so this depiction, this is someone in your community. So this Knight of Swords that's come in, being all cool and suave, and can flick a pocket knife pretty much, like as a party trick, or whatever they do as a party trick. You know, they might boast about something. Yeah, it's a boasting, it's giving too much information, but not enough. Okay, so this Knight of Swords came in boasting, but this Knight of Swords knows how to manipulate energy and has had you under some sort of spell piece. Okay, and was sent in by the Emperor in the reverse. Okay, who can see that you're creating something, and you're at the start of an Ace of Pentacles, and they're all watching you. These two are part of a group that's been watching you. Okay, tell me more please, bestie. Okay. Eight of Swords. So they wanted you to not be able to create. They did not want you to receive in the start of your pentacle energy, the start of something new, so you can get on and get into your recipes for success. Okay, so it's the Eight of Swords. They wanted you stuck, imprisoned, entrapped, so to speak. Like the Eight of Swords is a card of imprisonment, entrapment, and they really had you strung up like a stuffed olive. You know, you didn't realise you could escape. But all you have to do is just slide your back up and down on that sword and cut off those little strings and you can escape. It's all mind control, okay? It's all mind control, peeps. So once you realise the truth, start seeing things for what they truly are, you'll be fucking this Knight of Swords off, I guarantee it. And if you don't, well, you're just going to be you're not going to be learning your karmic lesson, okay? But this Knight of Swords has been sent in by an Emperor in the reverse to fuck with you. And not in the proverbial nice sense, okay? Okay, we'll take that one. Thanks, bestie. Seven of Wands. So they've had you under some sort of illusion. It's in the upright. They've had you under some sort of illusion, like, and they're full of shit. It's a toilet. So the Seven of Wands card is a card of illusionment, and you haven't been aware of it. You did not know of all the illusions that have been cast. I mean, this is definitely not the way to clean a toilet, is it? You know you're not meant to clean a toilet with a toothbrush, okay? You clean it with a toilet brush. So they've definitely had you under some sort of false illusions, okay? Trying to portray themselves as squeaky clean, but they're not. Alright, but they've been watching you. They've been watching you. Okay, tell me more, please, bestie. The Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. So this Knight of Swords, who knows how to dibby dabble in magic, in spirituality, manipulation of energy. So they're dibbly dabbling on the wrong side of fucking spirituality. If you thought was all that in a bag of shit, or you think he's all that in a bag of shit, but he's not. It's just a bag of shit. All that glitters isn't gold, peeps. It's the Wheel of Misfortune. So they took a gamble. It's not going to be paying off. See how it's in the upright? You've got like the roulette wheel or whatever the fuck you call it. I don't know, I'm not a gambler. I've never really been one to go to casinos and stuff like that. I only know of that because of my parents. They used to like going to the casino back in the day. But they took a gamble. It's in the reverse. It's not paying off. So they're putting up the 3. They're not going to win. They're not going to win. It's like they've actually block their own manifestations because they fucked with you. They're not going to be winning at all. So whatever game they're playing, it's not going to pay off. They're trying to stop you from from creating your abundance, from creating what you're manifesting. From what you're manifesting will be coming in. Okay, peeps. Tell me more, please, bestie. Judgment. Your judgment's been called. So you may have actually realised with this shady Knight of Swords, this fucking dude, female or dude, I'm just saying dude because it's like the Fonz from Happy Days on a motorbike. But they were just looking at you like a piece of fucking meat. See that? They were just looking at you like a piece of meat. But you calling judgment on this fucker, and hopefully you're making the right judgment and you're leaving them in the past because they're just karmic, they're a lesson. Okay, so judgment's been called. The scales are being balanced because it's been brought back to 0. Okay, my camera doesn't really focus when I've got to show it up that close, sorry peeps. But judgment's been called and the wheels of misfortune are starting to turn for this Knight of Swords who's been sent in by an Emperor in the reverse who likes to manifest off everyone else's fucking energy and can't create ideas off their own back. Can't create anything off their own back, actually. They're just an imitator. Yeah, no, Bessie's like, look at the tins of food. It's all imitation food. So this Emperor is just an imitator. Fake as fuck. Okay. Let me just put them back together. All right. So judgment is being called. Maybe you're calling judgment, and then you just got to let my bestie, creator source, the most high, the most divine energy in this universe, take over and sort them out, okay? But you call judgment and things are going to be brought back into balance. And they all wanted to slice. They all wanted to slice of your abundance. See how I've only just been guided to look at this in this deck of cards. I've never noticed it before. See at the back of that chop or whatever it is, we'll call it a lamb rack or something, it's been like quartered up. It's like they've divvied up parts of your abundance for themselves. If this plan paid off, but it's not paying off, so things are being brought back into balance. Thank fuck for that. 9 of Pentacles. So they know that this was an abundance that was coming in that you were creating, and you're going to be creating it off your own backs. It's the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of independence. So the 10 in whatever means, like if it's 10 of Cups and it's your emotional fulfillment with someone else. If it's a 10 of Pentacles, you're going to be in an abundant energy with someone else, like working together to create something. But this is a 9 of Pentacles. So they were trying to stop you from creating something independently and being proud of what you're creating. See how she's like, look at all my shiny dishes. Like, I've done this. They were trying to stop you. Okay, they were trying to stop you from showcasing your skills and talents into something that you're creating. You've got recipes for success. Okay, so and you've got an abundant load of pentacles in your dishwasher drawer. Thanks, Bessie, I'll take that. Okay, the Fool is in the reverse. So they're misguided fools. They're definitely not guided by my bestie, the Most High. So they're definitely on the wrong side of divination, spirituality. They're dibby-dabbling for the fucking devil. They're Lord Luciferian fucktard. Alright? Devil's a fucking pussy. Yeah, and they did it all for the sake of assets. So they're in their lower 666 selves. They did it all for assets. You can't take any of it when you pass away, peeps. So they're definitely not most guided by my bestie, Creator Source, the Most High, because the Fool. Now this is a Aquarius energy in this card. The Magician is Cancer. I think Judgment is Scorpio. Shit, I'm actually calling him. I can't remember what the Wheel of Fortune is. I know it's Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. I think. Bessie's just giving me a round of applause in my ear. Anyway, I'm starting to remember to call the astrology in the major arcana, so that's something. And the Empress is Libra energy. Now, it doesn't mean that you're a Libra, but you could have it in your sun, moon, or rising. Okay, peace. Bessie's like, you've got to do a little happy dance for that. Bessie's got a funny sense of humour, peeps. Spirit's got an amazing sense of humour. Anyway, but it's the Fool in the reverse. So, yeah, their wallet's going to be empty. They're going to be losing all their assets. So, they're going to be losing all their assets. You take no comfort in what's going to be happening to these people once you call judgment and get them the fuck out of your energy. Okay, but you send them peace, love and light, compassion and forgiveness, and do it from a distance. You don't need to be face to face when you do this shit. You do it energetically, okay? Keep your boundaries up, peeps. King of Swords is in the reverse. So they definitely don't want you to call judgment. They don't want you to be standing in your truth. But you're going to be doing it anyway. You've got an eye for discernment. You know what you're cooking up. You've got all your knowledge lined up on one big stick here. The kebab, the souvlaki, whatever you want to call it, barbecue stick. But you've got all your evidence and all your knowledge and everything you've learned lined up, ready to fire. Okay, ready to cook and fire. But they don't want you in that energy. Okay, they definitely don't want you to speak your truth. Fuck them. Be your authentic true self. Like, love unconditionally. It doesn't mean you're in love with them. You just love that we're all God source energy, you know, and you can't, like, you call judgment, but you've walked away, okay? Well, you're going to be calling judgment and walking away, and then you lead the rest of the universe. But they definitely don't want you to be speaking your truth. They definitely don't want you to be serving up what you've put on your skill, and they don't want you to be cooking it up and sharing it with the world. Okay, 2 more please. Bestie, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're very, very spiritually guided because it's in the reverse. It's the King of Pentacles. So sometimes the Pentacles card in the reverse can mean like spiritual abundance. So your spiritual abundance has already been released to you, peeps. It's just got to come through in the physical abundance now. So, but you're going to be sitting back lavishly. You may have a dog, you may have a tan dog, a little dog. You may have a couple of dogs. But you're going to be sitting back and you're going to be so relaxed and so happy with the work you've put in, but it hasn't come in yet. Okay, so just trust in that knowledge, peeps. Always standing your true, authentic self. Be blunt as fuck, because sometimes the King of Swords will be a bit blunt, and fucking people don't like it, well, fuck them. That's on them. You know, maybe if they didn't fuck with you, you wouldn't have to be so blunt, and well, they may seem to think it's harsh, but it is what it's meant to be. Okay, so, but you're very, very spiritually abundant. You're probably, you don't actually realise it, but your dog may actually have been like a spiritual guide for you. Like dogs have been spiritually attacked for longest as I know. So I've got a dog that's 15 years old, and she's been trying to warn me for the past, we'll say 14 years since she came out of puppy mode, and I didn't realise until I was spiritually awoken, you know. So always trust in your pet's intuition as well, you know. They can be spell cast on and manipulated and all sorts of shit, okay? But one of your pets has been a spiritual guide for you, okay? And has been transmuting energy for you. So give your dog a bone, give your dog some good treats, and take them off that kibble, chemical bullshit, because it's not good for them. It really is not good for them, okay, peeps? And you'll notice that their turds, their puppy poos and stuff will start changing back to normal and a much easier consistency to clean up. Okay? Meat and vegetables and a bit of bread. Like proper bread, not from the fucking manufacturers that comes in the supermarket. Like go to a bakery. Okay? Oh, we're at the bottom of the triangle. Okay, bottom of the deck energy. Always in the upright. All the shots that are being fired your way. There's been lots of shots fired your way, but it doesn't matter. It's going back to sender. Like the universe is like sending this shit show back. But Eight of Wands is also quick moving energy. Okay, so, and you're going to be riding on all the success of all your manifestations. So because you're manifesting for the best of intentions of highest of good and harm to none, they're all going to be coming in, and they're all going to be working out successfully in your favour, and you're going to be riding that broom because you're a good little witch. See, there's spirituality, there's good witches and there's bad witches. It's all polarity. It's like good magician, bad magician, you know. Everyone can alchemize. It's just the methods they use to alchemize. So, but yeah, you're on the right side of divination in this spiritual realm. And all your manifestations will be coming in quick, because the Eight of Wands is one of the quickest moving cards in the tarot. Okay, split the deck. Oh, you're also manifesting a Two of Cups. A forever kind of love. And look at you two looking at each other. You're looking at each other like you're divine and you're divine. Hey, how you doing? So this is the beginning of something beautiful between two of you. But this is after you go through all this shit show. Okay? So I'm just going to quickly sweep up the cards. It's a housewife deck. Bessie's like, you're full of humour today. I'm going to use the Liquid Crystal Oracle deck as a couple of clarifiers for you, so just let me give these a quick shuffle, just to clarify and see if there's any actions you need to take or any synchronicities you need to look out for, okay, peeps? Let's clear these and make myself a bit of room. See how well or unwell I shuffle these today. They're a bit bigger. The cards are a bit huge. Okay. Oh, not so bad, but can I get them together? Bestie, like you can do it, put your back into it. You're a funny fucker today, Bestie. Anyway, okay, first card. So you've done some spiritual grounding, and you've got to keep up your spiritual grounding techniques. So go ground yourself, have a spiritual bath, get yourself some Epsom salts, put a couple of cupfuls of that in there and some lavender oil, and chip up a bit of Palo Santos. I use a potato peeler. I just usually chip up the end of one of these. So the chips are nice and small and they don't clog up the bathtub. Ground yourself outside in nature. So if you've got like a nice lawn and stuff like that, take your shoes and socks off. Put your bare feet on the ground, go for a walk, sit quietly and meditate, or just go quiet. Another great way to ground yourself, and I've missed this so much. I've been at the beach this past couple of days, so ground yourself at the beach, take your shoes and socks off on the sand if the weather permits and it's warm enough. Go for a dip. Go for a dip in that beautiful sea water, the sea salt water. Okay, that's my throat sharp and getting attacked. It's okay. Sort that shit show out. So you need to continue on with your spiritual grounding regime. Okay. Split the deck. Clearing. So you're going to be clearing out a lot of negative energies. You're going to be doing a lot of clearing out. You're going to be clearing out friends that have been blocking you. You're going to be clearing out gifts. So this Knight of Swords has given you any fucking gifts or anything like that, photos and shit, you've got to clear it all out. Block them from your social media, block them from your numbers, block their numbers, block them in any way, shape you can. If you see them show up in your community, shut your fucking curtains so you don't have to look at them, because they're going to try and keep tapping back into your energy. Okay, they're going to keep trying to tap back into you to stop you from manifesting, okay? And this spiritual warfare is pretty real, peeps, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to stop you from manifesting your own abundance, because they can see how abundant you are. They were looking into you with the Three of Wands, okay? And the bottom of the deck energy is spiritual guidance. So you're going to be receiving spiritual guidance, and I may be part of it, but it's also your angels, your angels of light. So give thanks to Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel's the one that usually brings in judgment, justice and all that. So when you know it's time to ring the trumpet bell of Gabriel, fucking toot that horn, call judgment, and then fucking set this all to the universe, okay? So, but you are very, very spiritually guided, and you will continue on being guided. But like I said, keep your spiritual grounding regimes up and running. So, up and running. Continue on with whatever it is you're doing, and if not, make a start, because it is a big, massive help. Okay, trust me, I know. And make sure you do a lot of energy clearing, okay? So clear out all these negative energies. You're going to have people that are being two-faced and fucking smiling in your face, but you'll just pick up a vibe, and they'll say certain things, but you'll be guided to throw out certain things. Just trust your inner intuition, okay? Once you start meditating and going within and doing your spiritual grounding, you're going to be guided, and some of it may seem like left of field, right of field, like something that you wouldn't ordinarily do. Trust your inner intuition, trust your higher self, that's your God source energy. 27:27 on the clock, as I say that on the timer. Alright, I'm Effigy with the 144 energy. I hope this has brought you some clarity. Congratulations on your incoming manifestations when it gets here. Like, let me know in the comments. Actually, no, don't, because you don't want to tell other people your ideas. People will steal it like this Emperor in the fucking reverse. So keep your ideas to yourself. You know, but you will be guided, okay? But leave me a comment in the comment section if any of this does resonate. Okay, I'm going to close out with my little mini sound bowl, because my other one was too big to bring with me to the beach while I'm travelling for this next week or so. Okay, so we'll close out with this. I'll send you all positive healing vibes, and just trust in the knowledge you've got the inner strength to get through whatever it is you're going through. And like I said, block out these fucking energy vampires that are trying to stop you from your own incoming manifestation. Like, who the fuck does shit like that? These fuckers that can't manifest for themselves, apparently. Peace, love and light, always.